Welcome into Wingman of the Year. I have a very special guest here. Bachelorette, former Bachelorette, Sophia with a PH, right?
Sophia with a PH.
Yes. You were a Bachelorette on our very, very first dating show, our first live show. And we had to have you back.
Obviously.
Yes, you are a diva. You got your own podcast, Spilling the Pre.
Yes. Plug it.
Yes, absolutely. So would you agree that you're a diva?
I would agree that I'm like high maintenance. I feel like diva is like a little crazy. That makes me sound bad, but like
I meant it in a good way.
No, yeah. Okay, like I would say diva in a good way. Like I definitely like when I walk into a room, like you notice, I feel like. Because I just like I command the room, I think.
Right, and that's exactly why we wanted you to be back on the dating show. So you're going to be the first guest that's ever been on twice.
Oh shit, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I think so. Because like I feel like
at least the live shows.
Yeah, I feel like the live shows because I feel like you constantly try to get like new faces and new people. Like you're the wingman. You want to get more people.
I fucking love hearing that. You're the wingman.
You're the wingman. You want to get people dating. You want to get people meeting new people. So I feel like I like being a repeat though. You know how like on The Bachelor, I don't know if you want to mention like The Bachelorette or like The Bachelor.
Oh yeah, I mean there's a lot of inspiration from those shows and that's what we're trying to do. So like you're going to be the lead here and they always bring people back.
They bring people back. That's what I like. Yeah, so I was on. Obviously, we didn't find a man, a keeper.
Well, let's recap what happened. So you were on the very first episode and our lead bachelor was Anthony Robustiano. Fuck that dude.
Literally, he gives very small dick energy. He is not a short king. Like he's a fucktard.
Oh shit. He's not a short king.
I personally didn't like his attitude. I feel like towards everybody. Not even because like if you go back, he voted me off first, which whack.
It was blind, and I will say
that's true.
I will say because we had a plot twist in there. It's in every show that you could switch out the person.
Yeah.
I actually, if you watch his eyes, from what I remember at least, Max and I talked about this. I think he was like, fuck, after he eliminated you.
Maybe. I was the only brunette, so.
Yeah, you stood out a little bit more.
Ooh,
yeah.
she looks cute.
Yeah. So, but he didn't want to go for that plot twist. I think he maybe had a little too much to drink, but he was also.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. I think he mailed it in, and I think maybe I got to do a better job of communicating.
He was just taking so much advice from the audience. That's why I called him out. Yeah. I was like, you're just listening to the audience. Listen to yourself.
That was the best clapback on one of the episodes ever. And that's why we wanted you back was that we're like, whoa, okay, we want somebody that's going to speak up and, you know, diva.
Oh, I speak up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we want that. We thought you'd be a great lead. So what other takeaways did you have from that show that you were on?
I feel like it was super fun. I liked that the audience was involved. I feel like maybe you could involve more of like the wingmans that we brought. I know they gave the speech at the beginning, but maybe you could have them do like a twist in the middle instead of giving a speech. Like you could let the bachelors speak for themselves instead of their friends, but have their friends come in like in the middle to wingman them up in some sort.
Yeah,
maybe save them. Like give them a little saving grace.
Okay, yeah, no, there's going to be, since that first show, we've done 2 more shows. You're going to be on the 4th show. We've made it very, the best one. It's going to be at Putnam Place, Saratoga, July 13th. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8, goes until about 9:30. And hopefully we hook up Sophia here. We're going to try to find her some studs if you're interested in applying.
Maybe an after party.
Oh, hey, we're going to be in Toga.
I love an after party. Sometimes it's better than the first party.
It depends on how you're doing it.
It does.
If we do it right. So we got to find some studs for you.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So this episode's going to be, the show is I wouldn't say rebranded, but it's a lot more interactive for the audience now. So there's like more games and stuff.
I feel like it's going to be a lot more fun. Compared to the first show, I feel like we were working out the kinks, finding everybody's kinks. It was the first
one. It's never been done before. And like, you know, and obviously it ended in disaster.
It ended in turmoil.
But we had about 3 people that I've heard say that I was better than reality television. So I'll take that.
I love that.
We love a little bit of heartbreak.
I love live. I love seeing everything live. Live everything. So, I mean, it's better if you buy tickets.
Yes, buy tickets now. We'll probably put the link somewhere here in the show notes. Let's get into it then.
Okay.
What the hell are you looking for? How could I be a good wingman for you?
Oh my God. I need a wingman. I feel like my friends, they wingman me up for sure, but no one around here that I have seen has caught my eye. I need someone who commands a room themselves as well. Like,
Okay.
I want to show up to a party. I want us to pop off together, a sense of fashion,
Okay.
Maybe I could help you with that a little bit. Usually the men that I've dated, they come to me not looking as good as I leave them because I have a great fashion sense.
I love that.
So I would like maybe someone with fashion sense. But then I want to go do our own thing. I need you to be maybe a little extroverted. I can be introverted for sure. So if we want to just like stay home and literally order pizza and garlic knots, like that's amazing. Or like pasta. I love Italian, so that's good.
Okay.
But yeah, I need everybody to know that you need to be able to go do your own thing. Because I like doing my own thing and then being able to like link back up and like just be our own selves together. And then I also love a gym rat. I'm a gym rat myself. So my podcast is a fitness podcast. So I'm obsessed with like learning new fitness stuff. Right now I'm like really into just doing like activities. So like rock climbing and Pilates and just like finding different like outdoor things. Like I'm a roller skater, so I know how to roller skate, and like I can do tennis. So someone who's athletic.
You can do tennis?
I can do tennis.
Okay.
Yes, very well. I do tennis very well.
She does tennis well, everybody.
I play tennis well. So maybe someone who's like really athletic, into the gym. It's not like
Okay. And I remember you saying from before when we first casted you that you needed somebody that's, you know, takes time for themselves. Like you guys aren't on top of each other like all the time. Like they got to have their own thing going on and then meet someone.
That has not changed. I still love my alone time. I want you to have your alone time. I don't do clingy. If you're clingy, I don't like it.
Okay. So while we're casting for some stud bachelors here, sell them on you. Give me the pitch. Like, give me like a couple characteristics that you're like, boom, boom, boom.
Okay, I feel like I'm really fun. I'm really funny. So you will have just like a bunch of laughs with me. I don't take myself very seriously. And if you can goof around and embarrass yourself in public, that's me. So I'm looking to have a good time.
Goofy guys apply.
Goofy guys, yeah, big fan when you can laugh at yourself and just like shake it off. I also love to travel. I've been to 3 different countries so far. I'm also going to 2 new countries later this summer. I can't say because it's a secret. It's a surprise for my sister.
Oh, shit.
But I'm a big travel bug, so if you like to travel, I will plan everything. I'm super organized. So if you are not organized, come right this way because I will organize everything for you and I like to do it. I'm super type A.
So you're going to glow these guys up. You're going to improve their style. And you're going to get them organized?
And I like to clean. So I'll keep everything tidy for you. But I don't like to cook. My red flag is I don't like to cook. So I need someone who can cook for me or buy me dinner.
Wow. Hey, I don't think that's asking a lot. I think you're providing a lot of value here.
I think it's not a lot to ask.
Getting a guy organized.
Some men can't do it.
The glow up. That's everything.
It's already a glow up that I stand next to you. So.
Right? So, there you go. I love the confidence. Once again, that's why you're going to be on this. So what else can a guy expect? Like, or actually, let me rephrase that. Are these guys your exes? You're leaving them in a glow up and just letting them go out in the world? What's going on?
Yeah, I feel like, so I've only had 2 exes. I just like, it takes me a little bit to actually get into somebody. I feel like I lust very fast. Like I catch eyes for someone and it's very lusty, very star, you know, in the eyes, whatever. But to really love someone, it takes me a little bit. Like I just really need to learn you and I need to know you for a little bit before I actually fall in love. I'm usually not the first person to say I love you, so that takes like a little bit out of me.
Have you ever been the first to say I love you?
No.
Really? Is that do you think you
could
you see yourself doing it?
Yeah, with my actually, okay, so I accidentally said I love you first with my last ex. But I took it back. I was like walking out the door and my family, we always say I love you to each other. So I was walking out the door and I said, "All right, bye, I love you." And then I opened the door and said, "I didn't mean that. Just forget I said that. Bye."
What did he say?
And I left. He ran after me and he was like, No, I love you too. And I was like, okay.
So did you keep saying it after that?
Yeah, I feel like after that, I like kind of, not that I had to keep saying it because it was like, I had known him for like 4 years. I was like really good friends with his sister and we hooked up on and off for a while. So like, I already knew him for a while. So I kind of like loved him in a sense, but like to be in love with someone is different than loving someone.
Okay. Sounds like a good guy.
He was like extremely toxic. I talk about it on my personal podcast all the time. The spilling the pre. He was really toxic. Hopefully he's grown out of that and grown from it, because he did reach out to me after we broke up and like apologized and went through everything. Mm-hmm. But I'm not someone that can be like told what to do or told what to wear, where to go. I like need to be a free bird. So that was just like something he wasn't comfortable with. So
would you say you're toxic at all?
I
ask the hard questions. That's what I do.
I just realized that I do have one toxic trait.
Okay, this is good.
I really like to argue. I'm a big like argumentative person.
That's why she's got a podcast.
I think it's hot.
So do you start arguments on purpose?
Maybe a little bit sometimes. Like, I don't think I mean to, but my family has, like, we communicate through arguing. That's just, like, how I was raised. Maybe it's a little bit of, like, trauma, but that's fine.
So arguing's your love language?
Yeah, I feel like I like to argue and then make out.
Okay. All right. So, like, what level of arguing are we talking about? Like, just not like I don't like stupid arguments. Like, I don't like little petty arguments. Like, I'm not gonna start one of those just like to have an argument. I think I like the fit of rage when we're like arguing for a bit, because I like to be my whole family, we're just like really loud and big arguers. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I like to yell back at somebody, and maybe I like to be yelled at a little bit. Okay, this is great. This is great content, everybody. Okay.
It's not good for me, but...
Okay, so Sophia's a little toxic. She's got some self-awareness, though, okay?
It's
so I think they balance out.
It's very self-aware that I'm, like... It's not even, like, a bad toxic.
Like, I feel like it's like, fine. I'm noticing it with, like, even in my own dating life, it's like a brat mentality. Like, a brat could be kind of good. Like,
yeah.
You know you're a brat. Like, I've dated girls like that, and it's like, they kind of... It might sound crazy. They kind of want to be put in their place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like I'm really like, I can put you in your place. So when you can like put me back in my place, I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Do it then.
So we need a confident guy.
Yeah, I do love confidence. If you're like shy at first, but are like funny and I like your looks, like I'm not a love is blind person. I'm pretty like, I'm not like self-centered in a way, but I really like to be attracted to you like off the rip.
You should. You definitely
like
should.
I feel like then like I don't know, I'm just not super emotional.
What if the guy doesn't like to argue?
That's fine. I'll find something to argue about.
Oh man. You're the problem in the dating world.
I'm just kidding. Maybe a little bit.
You're the reason we're doing dating shows.
I know.
Wow, we have a challenge on our hands here.
It's really, I feel like it's not hard to date me. I care about the people around me. Like, I feel like my love languages is like gift giving and being there for people. I forget the exact love language, but doing things for people. Like, I will be there for you. I'm always
acts
there.
Of service?
It's like acts of service. Like, I will be there for you. I will do things for you, bring you like whatever you need and take care of you. But I take care of myself first.
Okay.
And you have to be able to take care of yourself again.
Okay, so it doesn't sound too difficult.
I feel like it is, obviously, if I have to, be on the show.
What are you struggling with in your own dating life right now? Like,
I'm really picky. So, like, my friend was literally watching me. I'm actually not on any dating apps right now. I deleted them all because I hate meeting people online. I love meeting people in person. If I could have it ideally, I would literally meet someone at the grocery store and we would be like reaching for the same pack of steaks and we like flirt with each other for a little bit and then we like get each other's numbers or something. Like, I want to meet in person. I'm a super in-person person.
Well, this is how the dating show.
I know,
like
that's
perfect,
what I love
right?
about it.
You should tell everyone to do it.
I think everybody should be a wingman.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a much better experience on this episode, obviously, because you're going to be the lead. Mm-hmm. What are you expecting to be different with being the lead? What's going to go different this time?
I think it's going to be more fun because I'll be able to talk to all the bachelors and see all the cute guys that are there. And then also I'll be the one, like the center of attention that can talk with everybody compared to when I was the Bachelorettes, like like for the Bachelor. It was more like we were just like sitting there waiting to be talked to.
Yeah, so we knocked it down one contestant. That way there's more time to talk. So we're still working out those logistics, but there's going to be There's going to be 3 bachelors.
Oh, okay.
As of now, so it won't be 4 this time, but we want to get you to.
They'll have more time to like chat and like we'll learn our personalities.
And there's going to be more interactives with the crowd, like I said. So
that's fun.
I think it's definitely going to give you more of a chance to shine, which we were upset that you didn't last time.
Everybody was upset.
We were very upset, especially after you clapped back at him, and it sucks that you had to you were eliminated blind.
I just got
booted.
But
that's part of the show,
I know,
and that's people love that, and it's like, oh my god, we want people gasping. So we got to find some guys that want to argue with you on stage. So we got to have some outspoken
sassy,
guys.
Not even argue. Like I like sarcastic. Maybe arguing isn't the best term, but I love sarcastic.
You just need a guy that can give it back to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Physical traits, give it to us.
Physical? Okay, so if you're over 6 foot, you're for me. At least 6 foot usually. I like them tall.
This is always the problem. And every show we've done where we've had a guy lead, it's the girls are never happy. So this is why we're going with the girl leads.
Am I the first girl lead?
No, the last show
in Rutland
we did, but that was actually going to be a 2 and 2. We were going to do 2 individual dates on stage, but then somebody backed out last minute. So, but yeah, you'll be I'll
be the second girl lead, but
first one in toga, the full on planned one.
First revamped, maybe.
Yeah. So
we're
this
revamping and
gonna
collabing.
be crazy.
But yeah, I know a ton of my sister and to name a few of my friends, they do love their short kings. I know a ton of friends that don't care about height. Just for me personally, I love a tree. I love to look up when I'm talking to you. I love the definition of maybe a Guido. I love Italian. Tan works out.
Are Italians usually tall?
They can be. If
Miko, how tall are you?
5'9.5".
Oh fuck. Shit, man. He's Italian.
I'm only 5'5". It's not that hard to be taller than me. So, I say 6 foot, but if you're 5'10", 5'11", you're already really tall to me.
Let me ask you. So I see these. It's a Wingman product. I see it advertised all the time to us as guys. They're shoes that give you an extra 2.5 inches for guys. What would you think if a guy wore those? I
think I've seen that. I don't think there's a problem with it. I think I've seen that, but it's the same as women using enhancements. I don't see a problem with men using something that it makes them feel more confident when they want to go out. Not a problem.
He just wants to wear his heels when he goes out with you.
It's not heels. A heel is skinny. I'm wearing heels. That's a little insert.
I always that's one of the biggest questions I've been getting lately from guys. How can I do better at dating with being short? It's always the short is the thing that's hindering them. I said, get those fucking shoes.
It's not the. I feel it's not the shortness though. If she really liked you, then I'm I don't know. Me in particular, my friends always tell me that I need to stop judging a book by its cover because I usually initially write someone off if I'm not immediately attracted to them, and they don't. They're oh, okay, maybe he doesn't have a couple attributes that I want, but he is really funny and he is really sassy, whatever. I completely dismiss them, and I'm I gotta work better on that. So if he's short, maybe that's not the problem. Maybe you have to reevaluate yourself.
Maybe. No, I think that's why part of the show being blind and why a lot of dating shows are blind and might work. It's something different.
Yeah.
Because you're going into it, you're going to be blindfolded at the beginning this time.
Oh, okay.
And then
I forgot about that part.
Yeah. So
that's scary for
you're
me.
going to be more open-minded and you're ooh, I like that guy's answer. But then hopefully you need to convince yourself that it could work instead of reasons it won't.
I think I need this. My friends would agree that I need something like this where I am blindfolded and not just staring at what they're wearing, what their hair looks like, what color are their eyes.
Yeah, because that was the problem with the episode that you were on. I heard all of you were not attracted to our guy, even though he...
Well, that's a lie because Miss Katie Smith, one of the Bachelorettes that was on, she actually did like him. She said he was attractive. He decided not to pick her. And then his nasty personality decided to write it off.
Yeah, he was very butthurt. So because of that, I think everything happens for a reason. So now when we do the interviews for bachelors or bachelorettes, one of the main questions I ask them is, how do you handle rejection?
Yeah.
So he ruined that. So
did you ask him that, like how he handled rejection? Because I feel like everybody would give a
and I think
cliche answer.
I didn't finish talking about it earlier. He would putting him on the show was more of a marketing thing.
Yeah, we've talked behind the scenes about that.
I thought people would like him more, but I think he really mailed that in. He went in there and thought you all wanted to marry him.
I think he's more of a like Reels personality, and he's not a in real life personality. Like that's why he probably like has like stuff that blows up, because he's okay for 15 seconds, but then any longer than that, and it's like, shut up.
Yeah, I got that too, and so we were misled on that too. But no, it's not a wingman move to talk down on people. But
I don't want to talk down on him. Maybe he was having an off night. I don't know him personally.
I would have been nervous too. I don't know if I could make it on one of my dating shows.
Yeah, no, if he was nervous, like I said, I don't want to write him off for like the entirety of it, but just like how he handled himself, I feel like was just a reflection of how maybe he is like behind closed doors. Like he can give off a really good personality. Yeah, there was some serious
anger at the end there.
Yeah, he whispered into Hannah's ear, and like he did not say nice things to her. So
you heard it?
She told us all afterwards, all the girls. Like she came back there and we did a little powwow, and I was like, ew. So
I could see where that was very embarrassing for him though, and it takes a lot to get out there. But we told him that was a plot. That was a twist. Hey, it's fucking 2024. People should be able to say yes or no if they want to go on a second date. I should have made it more clear that it's his job to get those girls to like him, and it's not like they just signed up for him. Like you girls signed up to be on the show. So I will also say this to you, since we're here right now. When you're on the show, you need to make sure the guys like you too.
Oh, of course. Okay. I mean,
they should already. They should already.
Obviously,
the guys aren't.
But if someone doesn't like me, I don't get bothered.
Their ass is gone. You're gonna know right away.
Yeah, I'm not. I have my own personal preferences. I've said this. So if they have their preferences, like not everybody is gonna like what I look like, and that's fine, because I'm not gonna like what every guy looks like. So why would you be butthurt about it? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
There's plenty of them. So hopefully they're over 6 foot and we don't got to worry about anything.
Yeah, we'll see.
Are you going to like take out a tape measure on this?
Should I bring one?
That might be a good gag.
They might get the wrong idea of what I'm measuring, but.
Sophia, you're great at this.
I know.
You're great at this. Okay, I got some questions here, some handy dandy questions.
Okay.
So we obviously want to find you a match, right? It's my job as the wingman. I don't want to fail.
It's your job.
Yes. How do you feel about PDA on the stage?
I feel like if it's right, I don't like if it's forced.
No.
But if it's right, yeah, like like when you're like saying yes to someone
at the end?
Like you know when you're like about to have sex with somebody and they give you like consent. Thank you. I was like consent is key, obviously, but I'm all for PDA. I would love to be on like Love Island or something. So and they're all about the games and the make it outs and all that fun stuff. So I'm down. Okay,
so how do we?
But if you're a bad kisser, you're gonna be written off real fast. So
like let's say you chose a guy and he's like, yeah, Sophia, let's go on a second date, and you guys just like kiss, and then he's a bad kisser. Are you gonna like call him out in front of like everyone?
I will not call him out. That's mean. But yeah, I'm not like publicly mean. Maybe if we like remained friends, maybe I'd be like, hey, like if I knew a girl that he would be into or something, I'd be like, hey, maybe you should work on your lip movements or something.
Oh my God. So you'd wingman for him after?
I wingman for my friends, 100%.
Okay.
Me and my one friend, we're trying to wingman for each other now.
Really?
I'm looking for girls for him and he's looking for guys for me.
How's that going?
It's not very well.
On either side?
Well, because he said any guy that I'd be interested in is already wifed up, and I love that for them. But, like, really any of his other friends I, like, probably wouldn't be interested in. And then all my friends are also wifed up. So if I, like, randomly run into someone, or I feel like I have to do some searching on, like, Instagram, because I have, like, a bunch of, like, Instagram friends, I feel like, where I don't see them every single day. So it's hard to reach out to them. But I think I could help him out. For sure. I wingmanned him actually this past weekend when we were when we were at the track.
Okay.
Successfully, kind of. I think she was really playing games because I was sending some really flirty texts, and then when she...
You were texting for him?
Yes, I took his phone. I texted for him because I'm a really good flirt. And...
Put that in the resume.
Add it on. But so I was like being flirty texting with her, and then when he went to go meet up with her, she just like kind of blocked him off, and I was like, honestly, that's kind of fucked up.
Girls are tough.
I don't know.
I'm glad you got a taste of it.
No, because if I got talked to the way that like she was talking to me as I was texting, I'd be like, oh yeah, like she's definitely like into me, and then she basically like friend zoned him, and I was like,
do you think dating is harder for guys or girls in the current dating world?
In the current dating world, I feel like it's pretty equally matched. I feel like there's a lot of girls out there that are fucked up, and there's a lot of guys out there that are also fucked up.
Hurt people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
The dating world, it's a circle of like, I feel like it's like, oh, you hurt someone, you get hurt. It's back.
There's also so many fake people nowadays. Like so many people. Like I saw this one, I don't know if it was a quote or what it was, but they were like, you just wanted to sleep with me to say that you were able to sleep with me, and then you just wanted to like let me off, and you weren't like interested in the real me. And I feel like that's
who said this?
No, that was just like a Instagram like story I saw. Like it was just like random.
Okay.
So I saw that. I was like, that's so true. Like I feel like that's true for men and women. Like girls want to sleep with guys nowadays just as much as men want to sleep with women, and everybody wants to do it for like more content or views or...
I mean, I feel like a lot of people don't want to like be on the internet now. Like it's hard to cast for these shows because people are scared of like getting rejected or putting themselves out there. It's not for everybody, but yeah, I could see it for that. But I think in the regular dating world, maybe not so much. But I could see where maybe for like a guy, like if a guy gets his first like, his first baddie, his first 10, that's a fucking confidence boost for that guy. And
yeah, you also have to be able to handle that baddie, handle that 10, because like you can't just go all, oh, okay, I bagged a baddie and then I want to hide her in the closet. Like, no, she's going to continue to go out.
If it was his first 10, I don't think he's going to do that. She's going to hurt him and then he's going to go hurt other 10s.
Oh, I don't think that she would hurt. I feel like, I don't know.
My man's got me over there.
No, why?
It's happened to me too.
I feel like that's, I don't know. I feel like it's harder for like women to like find the same thing as a baddie for a woman. It's hard to find a baddie man. Like I don't know how to say that, but
no, I get what you mean.
Like a lot of women like date down, I feel like, and not in like a terrible way, but like I feel like I'm looking for someone who is matching me entirely. Like I'm not trying to really like date
like
down.
And like lifestyle, or are we talking looks, everything?
Both. Like I'm very like financially smart. I know what I want to do. I know where I want to be for the most part. I mean, not everybody in their 20s knows exactly what they're ever doing, but for the most part, I feel like I'm pretty, like I have a really good head on my shoulders. And I don't want somebody that doesn't know that or is like super irresponsible. But in the same sense as like looks, I feel like I see all these gorgeous women with like not super gorgeous guys.
Well, they say women are the fair sex. So I think women are supposed to be better looking than men.
Yeah, but I love a good looking man.
Well, I'm not saying they don't exist.
But they do. But then they're like, how am I supposed to date them? Where are they? They're not dating.
I feel like most guys, I think guys, we could agree, probably put looks on a higher pedestal than women do, right? And
maybe. I put them pretty high.
You do?
Yeah, but
what are your priorities when dating a guy?
I mean, I want them to definitely like be good looking, and then probably a good fashion sense, can look good, confidence, family values. I'm really close with my family, so I want them to understand that I'm really like I'm gonna be near my family all the time. And if they're close with their family, I love that. Like I want to be close with their family too. So maybe like that. And then like finances. I want you to be like, I want you to know how to pay bills and like how to get going places and what a Roth IRA is and shit like that. Cause I know. So
if you don't talk to the guy and you're just judging him off of looks, then how do you know if he knows what a Roth RIA is?
You don't. That's like why you have to go
He's
talk to them.
He's got to have that confidence.
Yeah, but like going back to like the looks and stuff, that's why I feel like it's going to be good for me that I'm blindfolded, because immediately, like if someone looked at me and didn't catch my attention, they could mark all those markers, but if they didn't have what I normally look for, then I would just be like, okay.
So, okay, because I think you're speaking, not a blanket statement, but I think you're speaking for most women on what they look for, like, in a potential mate or suitor, right?
Yeah, I just feel like women...
Like, you want a good-looking guy, can handle his money, and he's confident, right?
Yeah.
So, what percentage, let's just talk like U.S. population, would you say? We're getting crazy with it.
I'm really bad at math, so don't...
What percentage do you think is dateable, of guys is dateable for you?
Jesus,
if you had to guess.
I have no idea.
Okay, let's just do in the capital region.
In the capital region, obviously nobody.
Nobody.
I haven't been on like a date in I don't know how long, and it's probably my own fault because I go for looks. Like, it's not like I haven't been asked out or anything, but I'm also like really busy. Like I said, I need someone that like can handle their alone time and do shit like that.
Okay.
So I mean, it's probably my own fault.
We're getting deep over here.
I think a lot of guys are probably really eligible to be dating in the capital region.
So do they just got to market themselves better? I say dating's marketing.
I also hate meeting people at bars. So, like, I don't know where else I can meet these eligible bachelors, but...
You said the grocery store.
Yeah, but, like, where are you at the grocery store? Because I don't see ya. I see fucking Dave from down the hall getting his dinner for his family. Like, I don't see any, like... hot, attractive men. When I was down in Tampa, it would be like the gym, and then you go to the supermarket, and everybody from the gym was at the supermarket, so it would be like a little date mingle going on. Like, you could maybe pick somebody up from the gym, but here it's like fucking Suzanne's feeding her 5 kids over there.
So I have a theory. Every time I get on a podcast or anything, I say the same thing. I think, what is it? 10% of the guys are dating 90% of the women. You could switch those percentages around, give or take 10%.
Okay.
But think about it. Most women, I think, want the top tier men, and they don't settle, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I feel like
So you want the confident guy that comes up to you.
Yeah.
That's the top 10%.
Yeah.
And all the women want those guys.
They do, but I think women settle. I do think women settle. Like, because I feel like most women aren't necessarily like me, and they go for personality more. I personally, going from like a girl standpoint, I know girls, like all my friends, they care a lot about like what's going on the inside, and I feel like women do settle. And men, because I have a lot of guy friends, are like, speaking from what I've seen, guys aim for the fucking stars because they think that's what they can bag, and it's like, no, maybe like lower your standards a little bit. Settle. I think guys should like settle a little bit more, because I feel like I've seen more guys that get baddies because they're like, that's all they're going for. But what about all the other women that like need that confidence boost, and maybe they need someone to drag it out of them? Like, I was trying to wingman the other night, and I'm like, oh, she's cute over there.
This just in, men, we need to lower our standards.
Maybe a little bit.
Oh my God, I've never heard this take before. Maybe a little bit. This is crazy.
I feel like girls lower their standards. Like, you're at the bar, and maybe the top tier guy is like what you want. Maybe he already has a girlfriend. So then she goes for like the next looking guy, and then maybe he's talking to somebody else or not interested. So then he goes for the next looking guy. And like,
that's what guys got to do. We do the same thing.
But I like don't see guys do that a lot.
I think.
I mean, I also think women are just like
gorgeous. I think women are gorgeous. Like, all of you are, right?
I know. So maybe I just think women are just like too hot, and I'm just like, oh man, men. And then like I'm like, whoa, she's good looking.
I will say this. A lot of people don't think it, but men do think about more than looks. We do.
So
when it comes down to actually dating.
So when I'm trying to sell myself, like, and when I'm trying to get the bachelors to like me, other than what I look like, what should I be saying? And like, what do men look for? Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Just be flirty. That's all we like.
That gets me nowhere. I am the most flirtatious person.
Yeah, gosh, I'm trying to think here. Maybe
I think she listed out like a lot of things earlier that guys think about, like the family values.
Family values.
Okay.
Yeah. We just like, I think we just want like that wifey type, or like what, like the girl you want to bring home to mom is, I think, what guys were like. We want a girl that we can brag about. And I think girls want that same thing, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think we're all looking for probably the same thing.
You know, but I think back to all this, it comes full circle. I think that's the problem with dating right now, with social media. There's so many freaking options.
Yeah.
Like, how are you supposed to know?
I know, you can see like a girl from Arizona looking like amazing, and then you see another girl from like Philadelphia, and then you like go back to where you actually live, and you're like, no one's really hitting it for me like those girls do, so I'm just gonna live on my online world. And it sets your expectations like
Isn't
super high.
Isn't it funny how people get like internet crushes, or like, do you have like any TikTok crushes, like any guys that you're like, oh, I see that all the time?
I feel like I can't like name any names because I feel like I can't like just come up with one right now, but 100% I do. Yeah,
I feel like it's because it's like almost like, hey, like this is guys and girls, like you won't have to put effort into it. It's like not even feasible to like. They probably live somewhere else in the country, so you don't have to put effort in.
What do you mean, like put effort in? Like you mean like
it's never gonna happen
or something? Oh,
it's never gonna happen.
I only get like a.
But if that same person, that same guy you got a crush on, lived down the street, you know, in Albany or something, you'd be like, nah.
I feel like I wouldn't do that. Any man that like automatically catches my eye, I try to do whatever I can to catch his eye. Like I'll try to be in the realm of him and go up to him. I'll give you an instance, actually.
Let's do it.
So I like don't always find a man that I find attractive. So when I do, I'm like obsessed. I'm like, okay, perfect. Like I need to figure out how to get into your realm without just like immediately going up to you, because I feel like that's weird. Like if I just like go right up to you and I've never even like really seen you a lot before or talked to you before, I just feel like that's weird, kind of.
I wouldn't say it's weird, but I
saw him at the gym like once, and I didn't want to go up to him and be like, "Oh, hey, I've seen you around." No, I saw you once. It's weird.
Right.
No, right.
I feel like guys just aren't used to that because it like never happens. But so, I don't think it's weird. But.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, so like basically, I tried to be around. Like I was like going to the gym at the same time as him. Like we would always like work out near each other or whatever. And then eventually, we were both stretching one day, and then I saw him go up to the cardio machine. I went to the cardio machine right next to him, and I had the full intention of talking to him, like, once I was done. But I didn't need to. He started talking to me.
Wow.
And plot twist, he had a girlfriend and got my number, and, like, that was fucked. But so nothing happened with that.
Wait, he got your number that day?
He got my number that day, but I found out he had a girlfriend.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what happens to me.
Wow. Okay.
That's actually happened to me twice, where I've talked to a guy and like hung out with them, got really into them, and then I find out they have a girlfriend.
So you shot your shot though.
I mean, like he shot it first.
But you gave like a little hint, kinda. You were
like, I mean, I
think that's all girls need to do. Just speaking from my own dating experience, like the last girl I dated, she she was on a Wingman of the Year video way back in the day. We started following each other.
Yeah.
And then she started liking all my stories. The story likes.
Okay, I like the story likes.
And I was like,
I do that.
I'm like, nobody else is just dumb shit I'm posting. And she's like, why the fuck she liking all this? So I had to slide her. I'm like, what's up? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So I think if girls just maybe, you don't need to be like, hey, let's go out sometimes. You just give like a little hint. And if the guy can't get the hint, then he doesn't want it bad enough.
Yeah. I mean, do you see the videos where the girls are like, I posted this story and he didn't even see it yet, or I posted that story, he saw it and he didn't even like it.
You're just posting it for him?
And they're like just posting it for him. I feel like that's what girls do. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe do something towards him.
This is why the world needs more wingmen.
We need wingmen.
Why is it hard? Why is this like... It goes back to like elementary school, like when you got a crush, you know, you're like, you don't want to tell anyone.
You get nervous for yourself.
Yeah.
For like my friends and stuff, I will hype them up all day, or I'm like so confident when I'm talking about somebody else. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty confident when I'm talking about myself as well, but that's not how everybody is. Everybody has anxiety and nerves, and it's like really nerve-wracking to talk yourself up. But when you're talking about someone you care about and like someone else around you, you're like, oh my gosh.
I've always noticed that. This is the biggest advice. This is kind of the brand right here. Like, for example, if you like go out to the bar or whatever, I notice it's easier to wingman for people, and it's kind of, being a wingman's like karma. It comes back for you. So when I've like tried to hook up my friends, when I'm not focusing on myself and I'm focused on other people, I'm a little more confident, and somehow comes back to me.
Right.
You know. Yeah. So I think everybody could do that.
That's smart. Yeah, that's good.
Think about it. No expectations on dating.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what they always say, is that when you're not looking, that's when it finds you. So, I mean, hopefully, now that I deleted the dating apps, I'm not really like...
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get you some matches on stage and we'll go from there.
Hopefully.
We'll see what I could do.
I'm down to go on dates. So, like, if they're up there and if we click, it's not like I'm just going to be like, all right, awesome, this was just for a show. No, I would like to talk to somebody. I would like to get to know somebody.
Yeah, that's what we want. Like, I feel like a lot of people like might watch the shows and, hey, it's just for the plot. Hey, it is entertainment. But I want these people to like each other.
Do something, yeah, like.
And you know what? I think we actually have a great chance of doing that, of finding matches. Because think about it. I don't think these shows are for everybody, especially the live shows. We're think about it.
The live personalities.
If we have guys coming on, they're going to be confident, more confident than the average guy. So they're going to...
That's true.
So it might kind of separate the guys from the pack. And I say it all the time. I think everyone says it, or they know it.
Yeah.
Effort's everything in dating.
Oh, yeah.
So to see a guy get up there and put himself out there.
Gotta put on the effort. I think automatically right there, that's going to get them, like, up a level, because that already shows me that you can be confident and you have more of an extroverted personality compared to like a shy guy personality.
So what if you saw like a guy on one of our shows? How do you think girls would perceive guys that come on the show? Do you think like guys can come on these shows and just from watching clips at home or something, right?
Yeah.
They didn't make it out to the show, but they see these guys out here. Could you see girls be like, ooh, I kind of like that guy's answer. He didn't get picked by Sophia.
Yeah.
Could you see like girls like...
Oh, 100%. If I saw a guy like I thought was cute and you knew him and he didn't have anything going on with the girl that he did the show with, I would hit you up and be like, hey, wingman me. Like, who was that guy?
Right.
I feel like it's a way to get people out there.
Yeah, so that's why I tell guys, you go on the show and you crush it. Sure, it's really fucking hard watching yourself on camera. Something I hate watching
or like
myself.
Listening to yourself back.
Yes,
that's the worst.
and you're like, oh, I should have said this or that. And
you're
worried about
everything.
8 million things about what's this person gonna think. They probably aren't thinking about shit. They're just watching the show just like everybody else. But I think we got a huge opportunity here.
Yeah, you're your own worst self-critic. You probably looked phenomenal, and you just have to be told that by the right person.
You're always gonna like our brains are programmed to think about the bad stuff. So
automatically. I'm already thinking about how I look in these headphones. I can't get it.
You don't think they look good?
I mean, I feel like I look like Princess Leia or something. I mean, you look the same, so.
Okay. We're getting wild out here.
We're wearing the same headphones.
Yeah, right? I think I rock them a little bit better. But
That's true. You got a whole, like, coif going on with your hair.
Coif? I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't know. Coif.
Gotta throw that up on the video, a definition.
Sophia's definition, coif. It's when your hair is, like, puffed up with maybe some gel or hairspray, whatever you do with your hair. The men's hair when it goes up like that.
Coif. I love that. Okay.
I might have made that up. I don't know.
You might have. You're the best in the business. Any other last minute things you got for me about the show? Anything you think people should be looking out for on the show? We got a little over a month.
I think that everybody should definitely get their tickets because my friends are gonna buy all the tickets. If you want to be there and you want to get in, which you do, it's basically gonna be the entertainment of summer. Like, everybody knows you can go to SPAC. Everybody knows you can go to freaking
SPAC and track.
The SPAC, the track. I'm from Troy, so everybody goes down to Rockin' on the River. So instead of doing everything like that, come to the show.
And it's still early in the night. It's actually the opening weekend of the track. I know we just had Belmont, but that'll be the first like actual weekend. So it's gonna be on Saturday. It's gonna be relatively early. So you could go to the track, come to the show, and still go out and
you could come to the show and then we'll have an after party.
Yeah. Hopefully we have a date for you to party with.
Oh yeah.
Or think about it.
I feel like we will. I feel like even if, like, say out of the 3 guys, if I even see like a small thing with one of them, I'd want to pursue it just because
it's kind of romantic, right? Like, hey, like we met on this dating show. Like, people are probably going to be rooting for you.
That's also something really big that I want. I want something to tell like my grandkids or like my kids. Like, I want a story to tell how I met their dad. I think it's really cute when that happens.
Yeah, I feel like meeting on an actual dating show compared to like just like Tinder or something. This is like one in
this would be like a crazy story, but that's like something that I always look for. Like, one time I was driving and I was in my my old Mustang, RIP. And I had all my friends with me. This guy comes up next to me. We kind of like look at each other, make eye contact, wave to each other, whatever. And then we notice he kind of like is trying to catch back up to us. And he's like telling me to get off the exit. So we get off the exit and he thought I was cute. And he asked for my number like from the cars. And so we exchanged phone numbers and we ended up going on like a few dates. And I like when stuff like that happens, like really out of the blue, fun.
Well, because it's like fun to tell people. Like people are always gonna be like, "How'd you guys meet?" Well, actually, and that's the fun part, and then it just makes everything more exciting.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Moral of the story is apply to be on the Wingman of the Year dating shows. And,
exactly.
You know, your chances of having something last are gonna be through the fucking roof.
When's this being posted? Like how soon in advance?
Pretty soon, I think. Because
Okay.
we want to promote this. We want to get asses in the seats. We want guys, the applications for the guys stacking up. Yeah. We're going to get the best of the best.
So if you want to go on a date with me, apply.
There we go. Apply to go on a date with Sophia. We'll get you up there. And this show, you could get hooked up in the audience. I will actively try to wingman for people in the audience.
100% he does.
And there's going to be mingling after. We're going to get drinks. Have a drink with me, Sophia, Miko, our new DJ here. It's going to be a good time. You don't have to be single to come either. That's a common misconception I'm getting.
Oh my God, really?
I have best friends that I like went to high school with. They're like, he's getting married like next month. He's like, oh, I can't come to your show. My girl's going to think like I'm going to like check out the girls. I'm
what the fuck?
What kind of fucking logic?
I mean, if you're going with the guys, like...
That's what I'm saying. People that are in relationships are terrified of the brand of Wingman of the Year.
Oh my God, all my friends are in relationships. They're all going to be there, whether their spouse is there or not. Grow a pair. Go. Just grow a pair, sit in a chair. Come on.
I like that. So get your asses out there. Shoot your shot with Sophia. Shoot your shot with somebody in the audience.
I would love if that happened too. Like if I don't even find my own Mr. Right, I would love if someone found them from the audience.
Could you imagine? Would you be more like if that, because that's some big ball energy right there. Like speaking up in front of the audience, like from the audience. Whew.
Didn't someone try to shoot their shot with like the Bachelorettes when I was on from the audience, like a guy? Did someone try to do that? Or did that happen on a different show?
We had on our second show, the Valentine's Day show, we had
a bunch of guys came up trying to shoot their shot,
right?
Yeah,
4 came for like one of the girls, and it was crazy.
Yeah. Or if you're like single and you're going with like all your buddies that or all your girlfriends that are in relationships, you could meet someone in the crowd.
And you know what? It's one of the most relatable shows ever. It's all about dating. We're all going through the same struggles, or we've been through the struggles, so
100%.
If you're not there, what the hell are you doing?
Literally.
All right, Sophia, I'm done talking to you. You're done talking to me.
I'm done. We're good.
We got a month here, so.
You better be there.
You better be there. Get your tickets. All right, Wingman of the Year, out.